about that? How about that major sell-off today on the indices in New York?
Dude, CPI, man. That's that
Yeah,
fucking inflation announcement, man.
dude, right,
Like,
dude. It came down in New York in the beginning, like the market open, came up at 9:30, all the way back up, and it was like, you know what, I'm out of here, and just
yeah.
shorted the whole day, dude. I can't believe I didn't take that. I should have taken SPX and US 30 short when I saw the double top, but I was like, I'm already in it for the $1,600 win today. Ooh.
Yeah, man. You know what I noticed on like these indices too is like when you hit like pools of liquidity, man, they rocket away really fast. Even on like a minute chart, you can catch 1,000 pips like that,
Dude,
man.
for
Like
real, man.
10
Like, dude,
minutes,
yeah, dude, the minute chart on US 30 is the way to trade it, dude.
You have to.
In and out within like 5 minutes. That's it. That's
You
all you
almost
need.
have to because the bars are so fucking big, man.
Dude,
Who's
yeah,
got a
right.
900 pip stop loss, you know?
Dude, right, dude.
I'm like, well, that was the trade on the minute chart, but now I'm on a 15. Like, literally, man, I'm looking at the bar comes off of this morning when it was oversold on a 15-minute chart. Your stop loss with the pullback was 912
Dude,
pips.
right. You really have to have like a 1,200 pip stop loss on
Yeah,
US 30 if you're going to trade anything higher than the minute.
totally.
Like, you
But
can't
then,
keep the stops tight.
right. And on the minute chart, if you longed out of the liquidity this morning, your stop loss was literally at 1630 market open. You needed a 200 pip stop loss.
Dude, I know.
And
I hit
12
US
minutes, 900 pips.
I hit SPX on the way up, but I was like, wasn't brave enough to take US 30 today. I don't know
Wait,
why.
sorry, I'm on NAS. I didn't even
Oh,
look at
Naz, I think
I
Naz
traded
did the same.
NAS.
I think they all did the same thing today.
Yeah. Yep. Big old slam CPI at 1530 bar, and that was what was cool on currencies.
Yeah.
I grabbed Aus dollar because it just made this beautiful single bottom in the clouds and just skyrocketed right
Dude,
out.
yeah, I know. Super. Honestly, today really had some great trades.
It was
Like the
awesome.
reversal on pound dollar, like
Yep.
launched it like 110 pips or something like that. I was like, this is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. It was euro dollar, pound dollar. Everybody had a great, beautiful single bottoms off of that news.
Dude, absolutely. All right.
All
Well,
right, man. Hit
welcome
it.
to Inside a Trader's Mind. I am your host, Kyle Darty, and I'm here with Sammy, who's going to Miami.
Sammy from Miami, baby. Now you see me. Now you don't. Magic Man.
El Diablo and Magic
Up to
Man.
go.
It's a great movie. For anyone who hasn't watched that, Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights.
All right,
If you ain't first, you're last.
I love that movie. So quotable. But today is a fantastic day in San Diego. It's super nice. It's like 84 today. So I've been in the pool, and I'm going to go back after this. But today we're going to talk about how trading changed my life and how it can change yours too. Because I feel like you can make a true total transformation with your life with Forex trading. I mean, I feel like you can agree.
100%. Like, I think the thing is, it's kind of like we talked about like last week, right? You have these primary resources in your life: time, knowledge, people, and money.
Mhm.
And I think it's all at the root. Like, this whole thing is about inside of a trader's mind, and like your mindset about money and the scarcity that the average person feels to stay in their comfort zone, to fight for that limitation, is what prevents people from making that next leap, right?
Right?
Because
It's
you're
like
so trying to stay
I
here,
I can't
comfortable.
agree. I can't agree more. This whole thing really is about shattering your limits about money and like those limiting beliefs about money. Because
Yep.
once you start to trade these super high lot sizes, man, like that's when you're like in the big leagues. That's like the big time. Like I almost today, like if I didn't make that mistake and put 0.5 instead of 5 lots, I was going to throw 5 lots on SPX today. Like, and I was going to pull like 13, 16 grand in like,
Yeah.
15 minutes, dude. Like that's the stuff like, dude, that took me so long to get to, but like now I'm like, it's wild, dude. Like, think about it. Like, so like starting with my story, I know we talked about it a little bit. I started with network marketing company, right? And like you get signals and all they tell you to do is recruit. At first, right, that you get the hype gets you and you're like, oh my God, everyone's going to know about Forex. Forex is super
Yeah.
cool. Problem with that is there's lack of Forex training, and the company's almost 100% of the time never started by people who trade Forex.
Right.
So they have no actual idea what they're doing. They're just getting people and putting them in a boiler room and like, oh, give these idiots some signals and they'll copy
Right.
and paste it. But you don't have any idea how to do anything if you're not managing your money properly. If you're not, you can't just
Right.
take every signal that they give you, you know?
No. And like, if you don't know how to trade, it's like, I mean, I went through the same shit, man. I bought $20,000, $30,000 worth of these systems,
Oh
right? I
my
mean,
God.
like,
Yeah.
it paints an arrow, enter the trade on the arrow, and you make $1 million. And it's
Those
like,
repainting arrows. Yeah.
oh, it painted, but where is it? It's gone. Oh, what do I do? You know? Oh, my other one that was I subscribed to a red news alert service. I think I've
Oh
told you. I
man.
probably told a lot of these guys about that, but like,
Yeah.
man, we get a text. Oh, red news is coming. Get ready. Enter buy 10 lots. Okay, I'm in it. And then oh man, all of a sudden it's like no, sell, and you're like oh, stop and reverse. And
Dude, that's
you
scary,
end up
man.
chopping your account in half in like one red news trade in like five
Dude, right.
minutes, and it's like oh man. That's the shitty part is we don't invest time to fix our knowledge and to fix our mindset trading, right? A lot of people, when we start, we want to claw into the money part right away. We
Mhm.
want to do these giant trades right away. And it's like, I remember when you first started, you were doing like take 200 to 12,000 in like, 30 days, 30 trades or whatever it was. And
Oh
it's
my
like,
God. Yeah.
that's extreme fucking growth, right? Like,
Dude, that's extreme. That's like what is it? Like not if that it's not 1,000, it's like 10,000% growth.
it's
It's like
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
But it's like like you like that was the way you viewed money back then, right? You know
Dude,
what I mean?
right? Like I also realized like I know, plant like I guess we'll circle back again to a trading plan. Once again, like we're talking about trading
Yeah.
plans, how important they are. All right, so having a plan is important. So that plan, like that $12,000 in 30 trading days, right? So what people don't realize that what you have to do, right, is when you get to the point where you're trading like 9 lots or 8 lots, you have to take 2 separate trades to reach that pip goal or reach that money goal. You can't just take that 9. You can't bet everything on that 9
Right.
lot trade. Like you have
Right.
to take 2 separate ones, or you have to take multiple entries to add 9 plots.
Or scale
Like,
in, right? Yeah.
but like, so anybody that I've talked to about it, and they'd be like, how do you do this, Kyle? Nobody's ever actually gotten that far to talk to me about this. So
Right.
I don't even mention it to them, but I'm mentioning it now. But like trading plans, like what's that one that we had that was it was like 90 days, $1 million. And what was the
that was when I met you. You had
yeah,
that one.
yeah.
And I
Like
remember we sat down and I
totally
was like,
fucking
dude,
impossible.
I was like, you're not like, first off, I'm like, this is the math, okay? And this, like, I literally put it in a spreadsheet and I'm like, you would need to start with like 900 grand in the first place to even like come close,
Exactly, right. And like
like,
nobody tells you
trading,
that.
300 lots. Yeah, you don't know what you're doing,
Right.
man.
Like they just
There's not
handed
enough liquidity in most of these things for that.
yeah, like most of these network marketing companies that have traders, and they just hand you this plan and they like sell this dream, and like it's not realistic like at
Right.
all. Like you have to learn, like in order to be able to get there, one, you need the equity, and two,
Yeah.
you need to be able to have incredible discipline to complete one of those plans. Like
Right.
it's not just going to happen if you by copy pasting and profit.
Yeah.
It's like my
No.
fucking ass, dude. Like that
Right.
doesn't work.
I know.
Okay, there's
I'm-
no such thing as AI in the market.
we're in the middle of programming some AI, and I can tell you right now,
Right.
it's so insane what you need to tell the coding language Python, like
Exactly.
oh man, just the page of code required for like, hey, make sure your 50 is above your 200 if you're going long or whatever, reverse, or if they're 0 to 30 pips apart is considered ranging. This crazy stuff that you put these rules in for AI.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's not easy. There's no such thing that can predict the high and lows of the day. You just have to like there's a certain way to do it, but right now programming it's going to take some time.
I think our next podcast you're going to talk about that, right?
Oh yeah, I think that's a good one.
All right.
Neural networking. All right, yeah, that sounds sick.
But the whole thing I think with like you're saying is I think everybody starts off on the journey the same way, right? Chasing the dream, right?
Most of the people mostly everybody that I've talked to that start almost the same way. I did too,
crazy. Man. I always tell everybody on the phone, man, I came into it the same way you did. We all start off with this, I'm smart, I got an ego, I'm going to put $500 and have $1 million in 90 days. Because the problem is there's so much fucking misinformation out there that you believe the shit. And like,
I know
your human nature wants to believe that, but you're not built for it. Just none of us are. We're not built for that type of like wealth generation until you've actually put the time and the effort in. You know what I mean? Like,
dude,
we'll just blow it, you know?
100%, man. Like,
yeah,
you still like, you need to be able to, one, again, master the strategy, and you have to have discipline to complete a plan and follow
that's
strict
it.
trading rules. And like, I didn't know that. Like, I was just like, I basically, I ass flapping in the wind, dude, until I met
Totally.
you. Until I met you at that party. And then all of a sudden, like, dude, my life totally changed. Like, I went from, dude, my life sucked because like my business like fell apart, and like everything fell apart. I had nothing. I was just trying to work on something. Dude, I went from like rock bottom, okay, nothing, to having like 2 or 3K days in like 6 months.
Right. I know.
Dude, that was the craziest thing to me. I was like, whoa, dude. Like, I don't have to.
You had a 5K day. We went for steak, remember?
Dude, yeah, remember that? Like, that was my first like 5K day. That was pound dollar long, dude.
Yep.
Pound dollar
long.
It was like 5 lots on it was like 86 pips or something.
Yeah, it was
ridiculous. Like $4,700.
I have a case study of it on one of my pages.
Dude, hell yeah, dude. So. That was like, I'll never forget that day, and like how great I felt that day.
Right.
I was like, I need to replicate this.
That's all it is. Then that's where you said it's the discipline now to only take those trades. It's the discipline to be like, I could take 3 or 4 of these a week or whatever, you know. It's the discipline to like be at your terminal, be sobered up, you know, like, you know, dude, like right? Get your sleep, you know, everything that has to fall into place to have that success and replicate it. People try to swing, well, I'm going to quit my job or whatever, you know, and it's like, dude, don't put that pressure on yourself.
No,
yet,
be like, yeah,
you know?
Don't quit your job just yet. Like, you know, like spend a year growing your account. Yeah.
And everybody, like, this is the part. So you talk about like, okay, you got your method and you got to master it and learn it backwards and forwards and like understand the, you know, I call it like sensory acuity or behavioral flexibility. So you can look and be like, hey, you know what? That's a single bottom, but it's going to look a little wicky on certain time frames and stuff like that. That's that thing where like people call it discretion, but like if you practice enough and you drill enough, you're ready for anything because you know what it looks like. You know how it's going to perform. Every one of these pairs has like their own personality. It's just crazy. And like then now, once you start growing your lot size, that's where you need mentorship, right? Because you're going to hit these hurdles all the way, man. Every
1,000%.
You get to a full lot, then you get to 3 lots, then you get to 5 and 10, and you know the emotional blueprint that comes with each number, right? Like,
right, like, dude, even when I took that 5 lot trade, I was not ready to trade 5 lots.
Right.
I was just feeling ultra confident that day because after that, I still made tons of mistakes. Like I fucked up so many accounts. And
right.
Like, I just blew tons of money just being cocky and like trying to tweak the strategy. And,
everybody wants to tweak, man.
Right.
Everybody
like why? But like, see, now I understand the value of just let it be. Don't touch it. Don't fix what isn't broken.
Keep it simple, dude.
Right.
Like, shortcuts. I mean, I spent 2 years fucking around with shortcuts and
dude, right.
Nah, I'm going to do it this way. No. I don't need to follow this. Wait, I can beat the shift bar in and come off and then boom, still going the other way.
Dude, I still have that thing where I'm like, oh, I can beat the shift bar. I'm like, no. I'm like,
can't.
No. Don't touch that button.
Every other sucker tries to beat the shift bar.
Dude, right. Like,
that's that thing with like a breakout strategy is people like you're 50-50, dude. That's like you go to Vegas, man. At least you get a free cocktail when you're going to play blackjack, right?
True, right. Yeah, true. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, like you got to think about it. Like, what are you really missing when you wait for that confirmation candle? Like 10 pips.
Right.
Like,
right.
Come on, dude. 10 pips. You're going to blow your account or you're going to lose that trade over 10 pips. Like, come on.
I think like, just like for me, I'll kind of wrap up my like thoughts on this whole thing.
Yeah.
Is that we all start the same, right? Even you, we all fall hook, line, and sinker for all the bullshit that's out there. Oh, here's the $6 gold strategy. You know, you can make $8 grand.
Oh my God. How many times have you seen that ad?
Oh my God. Right. So like do you really think that that's going to work? And if it does work once, good luck trying to do it another 100 times over the next year, right?
Right, man. Oh, dude, right. Like,
And
there's
it's
no way.
just know that you might be like, oh my God, no, Forex is fake. This shit don't work, blah, blah, blah. Dude, you just aren't talking to the right people yet if you're watching this and you're struggling, right?
Yeah,
You just gotta
100%.
just need to know people that know what the hell they're doing and know what they're talking about. That's really what it boils down to. Like traveling trader, look at that guy going off in the pool.
Look at this guy. Yeah. No, absolutely, man. I mean, dude, like, even though, like, so, like, the 5 trade lot, like, I still made mistakes, but um now, dude, like, look where I became. Like, look what I
Right.
became. Like, dude, now I just trade mostly indices, and like occasionally when I see like the fractional disparity on like all
Yeah.
the pairs, I will take all 26 pairs and just like put lot sizes on them.
Right.
But now I can do that because, one, I have the equity to do it because I spent the time building it. But dude, now I'm taking these monster trades on high time frames. Like, I'm not even messing with the low time frames on currency anymore. Like, I just, like, dude, now I'm like, I've moved to the 4-hour chart for my entries on currency now. Like,
Wow.
I'm just like, dude, I'll put like, oh, here's 100 pip stop loss. I'll just, we'll just let it run. Dude, and it ends up running on the day for like, 400 pips.
If you pick up that daily trap, man, I'm gonna take half a month for it to form.
Dude, but if you get in at the right time, man, it is worth it, because then you're not just doing that because you're looking at all the pairs across and you're finding the ones that are moving the same way, and you're taking like 5-10 lots on each one.
Yeah.
And then by the time the month is over, dude, you just racked up like 50 grand on just currency alone. And then it doesn't include your other trades that you took during the month.
Yep. So, and those high time frames, like, I just posted like GJ earlier in the group on like this week. And like, I know like Thomas was in it. He made like 350 pips this week just off GJ. Dude, like, because it's off the daily chart. It just was screaming, man.
Dude, I love those. I love those high time frame extremes.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not patient enough. Shit. I like to
get in and out. Yeah, I hear
45 minutes.
I just like to. I like started doing everything on like on
bigger
paper
scale.
now. Well, on paper now, it's like everything is within a monthly range now. Now I'm counting my profits at the end of the month instead of weekly. So I'm just like racking up, like, here's what I did, like, and I'll look at all the trades I lost. Like, dude, last month I had 97% accuracy.
Yeah.
97. Dude, it's going up like every time. Dude, I'm trying to get it to 99. 99 is a human being.
Wow.
If I get it to 99%,
that's psychotic, dude.
That's like, dude, that's machine worthy.
That is.
I am a machine.
You are just with the Google Glass in your brain, dude, or whatever.
But it's exciting, man. Like, I went from a nobody trader to like doing like I still
fancy microphone you got there.
Dude, my fancy microphone. Yeah, pretty sweet. But yeah, like, so like basically that's the story kind of recap of where I was to where I am today. Isn't that like wild? Like, now I'm crushing thousands of pips, like literally thousands of pips.
Yeah. 2 years, bro.
In 2 years, dude. That's insanity. Dude, like, I can't even tell you. That's why. I can tell you, because this is why having a coach is super important. Because you can go from nothing in 2 years to making all of the money that you possibly could want or need to live on.
If you know how to make money consistently, if you don't, we'll scale the growth. Right?
Exactly, man.
That's the part, is just do the same thing consistently over and over
and over again.
And then you scale the money part. It will come. It might not feel like it at first because you're trading like 10-cent pips or dollar pips.
Right.
Big deal. But when it comes and you start putting the 5 lots, the 10 lots, the 25 lots, the 50 lot trades on, this shit gets real really fast.
Really fast.
Really fast.
When, like, it won't even see it. It would seem like you just started trading when you get to those high lots.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's almost like, oh God, like, here I am. Like, now I'm in the big leagues. Like, now I'm really trading money.
That's because you're challenging your limitations. You're challenging your comfort zone consistently. And that when you are growing, you're always hitting a okay, everybody's goal is always, I want to make 10 grand a month. I don't know what it is, but like 90%
Graham
of
seems to be
people,
like the number
that's
that
the
first
number,
pops in everyone's head. I don't know
right?
why they don't say 100. Like,
Yeah, right.
you know what I mean?
It's
Add
10
another
grand.
zero. Think bigger.
It's like, okay, no problem. But you realize if you can make 10 grand a month, you can make 100 grand a month. It just
One,
might take a year to get there, 2 years
yeah,
to get there, right? 10 grand a month is really easy. It's 100 pips a week at 2.5 watts. It's nothing,
right. I mean, I
And
feel
like you
like
could be
that's
there in 3 months, like that, man.
right. Like that's not 2 years for that, or like 2 years to get to where I am was not a bad trade-off for education. Like,
No, 6 months to make 5 grand in a single trade is nothing, man. Even
yeah,
right?
dude. I know it. Like to now, like, dude, pulling like a 5 grand trade is like
Yeah,
that's a light day.
yeah. Let me ask you this. Let me just give everybody one piece of advice out there, because, like you said, you hit your 5 grand day, and then you kind of like started trying to tinker, or maybe you
Yeah.
started trying to do different shit and like play around. Like, what would your piece of advice be to everybody out there, like kind of in closing, like encapsulating your journey? Like, if you could do it all over again, what would you do after that 5 grand trade to get to where you are faster now?
Okay. Continuously follow the plan. Follow your fucking plan. Okay. Anytime you want to tweak anything, don't. Nothing is broken. Nothing's broken. It works. Okay. But just consistently, like as you go and you get to that, and you finally get to that 5 lot trade, and it's like a huge milestone. Don't think of it as like a 5 lot trade. Think of it as like, okay, how can I scale this up again slowly instead of jumping to a 10 lot trade and fucking everything up?
Right.
Like just follow the plan, follow your strategy, and master it. That's my one piece of advice. And that's how I wouldn't have made all of those mistakes that I made. But if I didn't make those mistakes, I wouldn't be here being able to tell everybody about those. Hopefully they learn.
That too. Yeah. So our goal is for people to not make those mistakes, basically.
Yeah. So I guess I'll leave. I'll leave with this. Guys, get yourself a coach. All right. Whether it's me or Sammy or somebody else, anybody, get yourself a coach who knows how to trade Forex, and it can teach you the method, mindset, mastery behind it, because I promise you, you will not regret it. I don't.
Right on. How do they get a hold of you, dude?
So, guys, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's Traveling Trader Pro if you're listening on Spotify. If you're on here, just please like and subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify, please follow us and rate us so you don't miss an episode and we can get this in front of more people. You can follow me on Instagram at That's Mr. Doherty to you, and you can book a strategy session for free with me at travelingtraderpro.com. Until next time, my loyal subjects.
Peace.
Take care.
Cheers.